Imagine for a second, you need surgery, a leg amputation. But there is no anesthesia, no pills, no sleeping injection. You are fully awake. You are tied to a wooden table, and you are watching the doctor pick up a rusty saw. Welcome to the nightmare of 19th century medicine. A time when surgery wasn't about healing, it was about torture. And there was one surgeon, a man so fast, he once performed a surgery with a 300% mortality rate. Yes, you heard that right. One patient, 3 dead bodies. How is that even possible? Let's open the books. To understand the pain, we need to look at Fanny Burney. She was a famous writer in 1811. She had breast cancer. She wrote a letter about her surgery that is, honestly, terrifying to read. Imagine 7 men in black coats holding you down. She wrote this: "I began a scream that lasted the whole time. I marvel that it rings not in my ears still." She felt the knife. She felt the separation of her skin. She fainted twice from the pain, but they just kept cutting. Because back then, doctors believed pain was actually good. They thought it helped you heal. They were wrong. The only thing that could save you was speed. Enter the speedrunner of surgery, Robert Liston. This guy was a legend. 6'2", huge hands. In a world without painkillers, the faster you cut, the less the patient screams. Liston could amputate a leg in 25 seconds. He moved so fast, he was a blur. He would scream at the crowd, "Time me, gentlemen, time me!" But speed has a price. Remember that 300% mortality rate I mentioned? Here is the true story. Liston was moving so fast during an amputation that he slipped. 1, he cut off the patient's leg. The patient died of gangrene. 2, he accidentally sliced off the fingers of his assistant. The assistant died of infection. 3, he slashed the coat of a guy watching the surgery. The guy thought he was stabbed and died of a heart attack right there. 3 deaths, 1 surgery. That is a record that, thankfully, has never been broken. Here is the craziest part. We actually had the cure. Ether and nitrous oxide, laughing gas, were discovered years earlier, but doctors didn't use them for surgery. They used them for parties, literally. They held ether frolics where people would inhale gas and fall over for fun. It took a dentist named Horace Wells to realize, hey, if this guy is too high to feel hitting his leg, maybe he won't feel me pulling his tooth. He tried to prove it. He failed. The patient screamed, the crowd booed. It looked like anesthesia was a dead end. But in 1846, everything changed. The Ether Dome in Boston. A packed room, a skeptical crowd. A man named William Morton steps up. He puts a glass mask on the patient. The patient breathes and closes his eyes. The surgeon cuts. A tumor is removed from the neck. No screaming, no fighting, just silence. The surgeon turns to the crowd and drops the mic. "Gentlemen, this is no humbug." It was the end of the age of agony. It took a while for people to accept it. Even religious groups said pain was God's will. But once Queen Victoria used it for childbirth, the debate was over. So do me a favor, look at your arm or your knee. One day you might need surgery on it. And when you lie on that table and the doctor asks you to count backward from 10, just be grateful for that darkness, because the alternative was a scream that never ended.